first guest, great actor, guy you know from Oz, maybe 30 Rock, maybe Rescue Me, a show I was actually on.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I did a few episodes of that. Dean Winters, what's up, man?
Hey, man. Happy to be here.
How you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
So talk about it.
I'm a huge fan of yours, by the way.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, we saw each other at the
garage.
At the garage, yeah. Like it's one of those things that two people like in show business, like, hey, should we say hi to each other? But yeah, I appreciate that.
It's kind of like that showbiz card where you can kind of say hi to somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you did because I wanted to say hi to you. Yeah. A show like Oz, like, so intense.
Yeah.
Like, what is a set like that? Does it stay that way even, like, you know, like the whole time? Like, that's an intense show.
Yeah, it was a crazy show because it was HBO's first show, and it was the first show, late night cable, period. So HBO, it was one of those shows that you do. You know how when you're doing a show, there's always executives hanging around,
right?
And it was like really like the inmates running the asylum. Nobody ever came down to check on us.
Good, that's a good move.
No, it was amazing, and it was like, you know, there was like 60 guys at any given day on the set, but there was 10 of us that were the core.
Right.
And my brother was one of those guys.
Okay.
And my other brother was the writer. So it became like this insane.
Is Kevin your brother?
No, Scott Winters.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
He played Cyril on the show.
Okay, yeah.
He played the retard.
Oh, okay.
But
did it well.
Yeah. But no, but it was great because we were all young. Most of us were in our early 30s, and there was no attitudes, and no one had really had a job before.
Right.
And we became like this wolf pack in New York. And what
I remember.
And there's only one way to do a show like that and not go insane, and that is to be really good friends with the guys. Otherwise, because it was so volatile, and there was so much violence and fighting and people getting raped.
Testosterone.
And yeah, a lot of testosterone. So, you know, every once in a while, a guy would come on the show, like a guest star, and he would really kind of strut his stuff. And if he had an attitude problem, the producers would have him raped.
What a great weapon.
It was a great weapon. Yeah.
You're getting raped.
Yeah, you're getting raped, man. Yeah.
Well, you know, it's funny. I remember the reviews on that, particularly your reviews, were so great. Like they were really like people going, I never saw this before.
Yeah.
And you're right, it preceded everything. Sort of like paved the way for The Sopranos. Even,
yeah,
you know?
it did. I mean, it's kind of an embarrassing fact, but I was the first male to ever be full frontal nude on American television. So I kind of hold that mantle, which
Good
is
for you.
Thank you very much. But it was like we opened these floodgates, and now when you look at TV and you see Games of Thrones and Boardwalk Empire and all these shows are so well done, and
the stuff AMC's doing from Breaking Bad.
I mean, did you see that show? That show is off the hook.
That is intense.
I think that guy, Vince Gilligan, he's the reason for the
creator.
The creator, yeah. He's the reason for the season. I mean, that guy told a story from A to Z with a zip line.
Really did, yeah.
And the way it ended was perfect. You know,
5 years, boom.
Yeah,
right.
I think the problem is so many shows, they stay on the air too long. They hang out at the party too long.
Because of money.
Yeah, the money, exactly.
The network's like, we need more money.
Yeah.
The Sopranos might have hung around a year or two extra, but you know, I agree with you completely.
Yeah.
You know, so now a main thing in your career now is these commercials.
Yeah, no,
you know?
yeah. I mean, I never thought this would happen.
I got to ask you something. So you're a great actor, like a award-winning sort of critically acclaimed actor. I'm sure the money's insanely great. They dangle all this money in front of your face. Is that a hard decision to make? Or,
well, you know, it was.
First of all, the commercials are good.
Yeah,
you're good in them.
You know, it's
They're
funny. It was hard. I actually turned the job down 3 times.
Right.
Because. And my smart-ass remark was that I became an actor so I wouldn't have to put on a suit and sell insurance. That was like my big. But it was the money's been great. I'm not gonna lie. But,
sure.
But what I saw there, I saw an opportunity to create a character.
Yeah.
Which you don't really see much in commercials.
It's an edgy character.
Yeah, it's an edgy character, and they let me bring my own flavor to it, and so I took a chance. I quit acting for a while. I was going through a bit of a hard time personally.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
I
took like a year off. I was just disenchanted, and they came to me and they threw a really great feature director in my face. And I took a shot, and I have to tell you, it's been like honestly one of the best jobs I've ever had.
Well, because as soon as I saw that, I said to myself, God, the money they must have given this guy, because you're talking about, like a real, like a critic's darling type of actor, and but still, they're funny. The commercials funny.
It wasn't an easy decision, you know, and yeah, the money's been great. I'm not gonna lie, but and there have been people like, every once in a while I make the mistake of going on the internet. And people are like, he's a freaking sellout.
You can't do that.
No,
that is the worst.
No, it's not like I kind of stumble upon it once in a while, and then I get sick to my stomach.
I know, they really are. You're talking about a level of dirtbag you can find on
these
Twitter.
People just sitting like naked with a bag of Cheetos
really?
in front of their computer.
Yeah.
But it's been a great job, and Allstate, they've been so good to me that I'll do this job for as long as they want me, because it's really like making like a mini movie. And there's a new commercial dropping during football on Saturday. During college football, it's the best one we've ever done.
How long does it take you to do an average? The last one with you being the kids shoving stuff in the toilet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of a theme that Allstate has, because another great actor, the other guy, the black guy, I don't know.
Dennis Haysbert.
Yeah, he's another amazing actor.
Amazing.
Who's doing the same thing.
Yeah.
He's made a career out of, not a career, but, took a shot at this where it's money and it's an interesting character.
Yeah, he's been doing it, I think, for like 12 years now. I mean, he probably owns a jet. You know what I mean?
How has it affected offers and stuff like that? Can you tell? Can your agent tell? Sort of. Do you know of losing anything because of it?
I'll tell you what. I've never worked as much in 20 years as I have in the last 6 months.
Right.
And whether that's due to the commercial helping me or not, at least not hindering me, like I'll kind of take it. I mean, that was a big worry, that I was going to be tagged as this guy. But, it's such a fickle business, and I've been blessed with doing really great shows in New York, like shows like SVU and Rescue Me.
Yeah, and Rescue Me was an amazing set to be on, man.
Amazing, you know what I mean? And so, like, and the movies have never knocked down my door. So it's just
I can't believe that.
So it's like why not do it? You know what I mean?
That's one of those things where like after seeing you on Oz, I'm like, this is the guy that like Scorsese would probably tap to be in a film like like the character you play on Rescue Me, a troubled brother of somebody who's like got the interesting character in the who really gets juicy parts, doesn't have to move the story.
I'm actually doing my first feature film right now as we speak. I'm doing a movie with Willem Dafoe and Keanu Reeves and John Leguizamo called John Wick, and it's really like the first big shot someone's given me in a long time. So I'm really grateful for that. But I was a bartender in the city for 9 years, and then before that I did the Door Clubs, and I mean that whole thing. Yeah. Oh, it was hateful. I mean, I'm lucky I'm alive. You know what I mean? So I'm just happy to have a job. And
Wash.
Oh yeah. We worked at a few joints together, and
classic doorman. Yeah, I see him every once in a while. Yeah, he still does it.
Yeah,
and he gets great acting work.
Yeah, and he's doing House of Cards. So yeah, he's a character. Actually, I went to his birthday the other night. He rode a horse.
He invited me to the birthday, and I couldn't go because of the schedule. Yeah. He did. I figured he did.
He rode in a Trojan outfit, but God bless him.
This guy is the quintessential doorman at a Manhattan club. Yeah. Wash Stevens, and he acts as well. He's an interesting actor. He's actually a really talented actor, and I couldn't be happier for him. It's funny. I went out to see him the other night, and I had not been to a nightclub in about 6-7 months. And, right.
And it's just a life that I'm glad I got out of.
I was going to say, you must have been sick.
I mean, you know how it goes. It's like I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. You know what I mean? It's like
right.
But anyway.
Well, I know. Well, I'm glad to hear you got the feature going and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, it's nice, and we shoot. It's just shooting here. It's a really cool film.
And you're a New York kid.
Yeah, I was born and raised here. I mean, I moved away for high school, but
Arizona. You went from at 14. You go from Manhattan. You just said to Arizona.
Yeah, you know what it was.
What the hell is that like?
My dad was from New Rochelle, and his family was from Hell's Kitchen, and my mom was from the city, and I think that my dad got a job offer out there, and so when we were 14, we literally packed up into a station wagon and drove across country.
Oh my God!
And then I got to Arizona, and my first day of high school, I played football I played quarterback, and so I played freshman football, and my first day of high school, I got beat up in the parking lot by 4 cowboys.
Oh my God!
And I remember, and it was like 121 degrees out.
Welcome to Arizona.
Yeah, welcome to. It was like Footloose without the music. You know what I mean? and I remember my dad came home. I refused to wash the blood off my face. My dad came in. I just sat there. And I looked at him. I go, Arizona, really? Like this is the best you could do? And we suffered out there for 4 years and then moved back. But it was it's a. Yeah, I don't want to disrespect Arizona,
I know.
But to go from New York City to go from the city to the desert, it was just like I don't know, it wasn't happening.
How fast did you move back?
4 years.
You literally did high school out there, and then you came back.
Yeah, and my brother, who was on Oz with me, he became a boxer. He boxed Golden Gloves just because we got beat up so much that first year.
Why were you getting beat up?
Well, because
you're the city kids.
The city kids. We spoke funny, and my brother was a really good fighter. And so people just wanted to test him, and then
Really?
I would jump in. It wasn't cute.
Older or younger brother?
He's 1 year younger.
So you would have to sort of try to protect him, but he was a great fighter.
He was a great fighter. He used to beat the crap out of me. You know what I mean?
Wow. Well, that's an interesting life. Got to take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk more with Dean. So what are you working on now? Anything to plug now? You're just working on the movie?
I'm doing this film, John Wick, with Keanu, and then I'm doing, I do Special Victims Unit. You know what I mean?
Right, okay,
I'm not a big plugger, you know what I mean? But it's on every Wednesday. And then, I'm doing more SVU spots.
You're a regular on that?
Yeah. And then I'm doing, I've been doing a little bit on this cartoon American Dad.
Oh, God, that's great.
Which is cool.
What do you play on that? I love that
I
show.
play like this kind of Officer Edmund.
Oh, okay.
So it's my first foray into that whole thing.
I love that show.
It's really
funny
cool.
show. Yeah.
It's cool, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll be back with Dean Winters after this.
The Artie Lange Show, weeknights on Audience, only on DirecTV.